Hi friends, this is Bindu Malhotra from Irish Hypnosis Blanchardstown Clinic. We have here Martin, and Martin is going to just share his experience with us today. So, hello Martin.
Hello, Bindu.
So, our viewers would like to know what was the main reason why you were here?
Main reason I was here is I got here through a friend, and very grateful. I suffered with depression all my life, and the last year it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. So it has, and eventually I seen someone, a psychiatrist, and they told me I suffered with bipolar early this year, and they put me on medication, but things weren't working out, and I was getting worse. My depression was getting worse. The suicide thoughts were constant. I've missed, this is what, month 5 of the year. I've missed probably 2.5 months, maybe more this year, our work. I just wasn't able to go. I'd wake up in the morning, my first thought in the morning would be I'd be better off dead. So I would, and that would be constant right throughout the day. So it would, whether I went to work or didn't go to work, I just couldn't function, and things just got so bad. I contemplated committing suicide. I'd done it many times, but thanks be to God, I have a God in my life. I kept praying for an answer, and I stuck at it, and eventually I rang a friend of mine whom I've known a long time, and he put me in contact here with Bindu, and she agreed to see me, and I had my first session just 3 weeks ago, is it? 3 weeks? And first week was still tough, still very tough, I'll be quite honest. She done a healing session on me the first week, and I had a tough week, but I sensed in myself that something was changing. So I did, I could sense there was something changing. And last week then would have been my second week, and I was still very suicidal, and a lot of tears and a lot of crying and everything else. And we had another session last week, and an awful lot of crying in it, and and a lot of healing in it and everything else. But since that date, I have been every day. I've been steadily getting progressively better. I could feel it, and especially Thursday and Friday of this week, I was really in top form. I was working, so I was able to work. I was concentrating on my work. I wasn't stopping every 10 minutes and wishing I was dead or this or that or the other, because that's what used to be going on in my head. I was just able to concentrate on my job, and I was absolutely delighted. And in fact, my boss was so delighted with me this week. He said to me at 3 o'clock yesterday, he said, "Martin, why don't you go home early?"
Oh, that's amazing. That's good.
So that's the improvements I'm after having over the last couple of weeks, and I'm reducing some of my medications. I'm on Veneflex there, and I've gone from 300 down to 275, and I'm on olanzapine, and I've gone from 5 down to 2.5. So I have, and in the last week, and just people be careful. If you're on olanzapine, you need to go off that very slowly. But I felt I'm able to. I really felt I was able to. And I really felt good, especially in the last few days. And it's just amazing to me, how this works. I don't know how it works. Thank God, like I say, I have a higher power in my life. So I pray every day, and I prayed to God that this depression and everything would be lifted from me, And thanks be to God, I was guided to the right place.
That's good. And you also mentioned you feel happier every day.
Yeah, the last week I have an awful lot more get up and go in me. I'm not as tired when I come in from work, so I'm not. I've gone for a couple of walks this week in the evening. The couple of evenings it was wet, and I was itching to get out and do something else, do something different, instead of just sitting down staring at the television, because that's all I've done for months. Just sitting down. I wasn't able to do anything else. I'd come in from work, I'd go to bed for a couple of hours, I'd get up, I'd watch a bit of television, I'd go back to bed, and that's all I was doing in the evenings. And there's just more life in me now. I've really picked up in the last, especially the last few days. It's just been amazing.
And Martin, what would you suggest people who are suffering with all this kind of thoughts, suicidal thoughts, going through depression, going through all these tablets? What would you suggest or recommend them?
Well, I recommend, me personally, what I done, I stayed on the medication, but I knew I needed help, and I knew I needed outside help, because I couldn't stay going the way I was going. Like I said, I'm starting to cut down on the medication, and like Bindu has been here the last couple of weeks, and I've gone from almost killing myself. And when I say almost killing myself, I was seriously going to kill myself, and like Bindu has worked her magic on me. I don't know how she works it, but gone from, plotting, planning all day, every day, to enjoying me work, And like I say, I'm slowly cutting down on my medication, so I am. I feel an awful lot happier, And this has come from Bindu herself, because I'm not seeing anyone else at the minute. I am seeing a psychiatrist, once a month. I haven't seen the psychiatrist in the last 2 weeks. I think it's next week I have to go to see the psychiatrist again. But this has come from here. So it has, and it's come from the heart. But one thing I will say is, you have to want to get better.
Absolutely.
You have to want it. I wanted to get better. I didn't want to die. As much as the suicide thoughts were there, day in, day out, I wanted to get better. And you have to have that want, as low as you can be, and everything else that's going on in your head. You have to find that resilience. You have to search for that inside you, in your heart. You have to search for that. So you do, and I have a good God in my life, and I pray to God every day, so I do. Every day, and I prayed to God that this depression would be lifted from me. And thanks be to God, I was guided here through a friend of mine, who I'm very, very, very grateful. I'm very grateful to Bindu herself, so I am. And there's, I don't know what else I can say. Is I'm here today. I'm smiling. When I came in here the first day, my head was on the ground in here, and I was crying. I'd say, stick it out, ask for the help, get the help. Doesn't matter about anything else, but you have to want it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Martin, for sharing your experience. People are already sending well done, both of you. Brilliant work, both of you. And this is also going to send a lot of blessings and good wishes for both of us. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and bye for now.